Hey everybody, happy Thursday to everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. And hopefully you guys are doing well. And I know Miami, I know you guys are hearing about the hurricane and everything, but we're going to still do this live because it's not hitting us here in Miami, so don't even worry about it, you guys. Hey, Mr. Bouvier, how you doing? You may hear some noises, you guys, but everything's good. Hey, Chris. Hey, Phil, special guest. Please request to come on the live so we can get everything started for us together right now. Okay, let's get. Let's, hey, how are you?
What's going on?
Good. How are you? I guess we had the same memo. We both want to be in our hoodies.
Yeah, it's that hoodie. Well, it's raining over here, and it's kind of
It,
like
it's
a
it's
bit.
the same here.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, hoodie by the way, all the way.
Exactly. All right, everybody. Why are you looking at your boy KTookes here with the KTookes spot, KTookes 85? Down in the bottom right here is my special guest right here, and his name is Phil Loft. And special guest Mr. Phil Loft. Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody for the K2 spot?
Well, my name is Phil Loft. I'm a singer, songwriter, performer. I'm from Long Island, New York. I've been singing since I want to say, well, really singing all my life since elementary school up until now. But really getting delved seriously into the industry and the business as an artist back in 2012. So I've been at it for a good minute. So yeah, I'm just happy to still be here and still do what I love consistently, and having the support of my family and my friends, and that's it's always good to have that support system. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell for now.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Shout out to Miss Stevie of Style by Stevie underscore daytime.
Hey
So
Stevie.
hey y'all, we see you, boo. We
Yep.
see you, sister. Alrighty, Phil. Now since you introduced yourself and everything, why don't you tell us how you got your start?
So originally, I'm gonna go way back for you. I'm taking go way back so everybody
Mm-hmm.
gets. So my family is really music centered. Um,
Mm-hmm.
she almost got a deal with Arista back in the day, Arista Records. Um, that didn't really happen quite so full. And then my mom, I don't know if you know of Andre Harrell.
Yes, I remember Andre Harrell, yes.
She had a audition with him back in the day before things came about with the whole Diddy.
The
Like, even if did
Uptown thing,
yeah,
Uptown and everything.
yeah, before even Diddy knew Andre Harrell, my mom knew Andre Harrell before that, and she auditioned to be part of his, I guess, group or label
Mm-hmm.
at the time in the '80s, and that kind of fell through too. So my mom, they opened a record store in
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn. They had a record store. They sold vinyls, ton of vinyl music, and we got a plaque from Columbia Records saying, they, recognizes us as selling their records and having a good
Mm-hmm.
sale of it. So fast forward from there, I was kind of engulfed into music because they was playing music all the time. They was playing music in the house. They was playing good music in the house, like, in the car and all of that. So I was going to a lot of concerts, and I wanted to sing. I was around, they sang, and I'm like, maybe I can sing too. So I would do chorus,
Mm-hmm.
choir, that, and um, I guess I got the jolt of like, okay, I'm gonna take this really seriously. Is when I first saw Sade sing live at Jones Beach, which was like, it was like an eye-opening experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
My as someone who's like 11 or 12 years old, I was like, oh my god, this is what I want to do. She was just like so cool and glided against the stage, soothing vocals, not doing too much, but the band and her was just so connected and cohesive, and it was just perfect. So I really took it seriously and wanted to really pursue just being a singer. and that's when I just started to sing a lot.
Okay.
It was my escape from going through middle school at that time. I was going through a lot of changes, some bullying I was witnessing, or even going through myself. I'm not gonna say I was a victim of it, but I was definitely combating the bulliness because people would try to challenge me, and they wanted to pick fights and all of that. So when I would come home, my music was my outlet. My music was like my safe space to like just escape, and that's what music did for me as a singer and just someone who just loves music. So that's how it started for me, and I just kept on. Through high school, I was doing talent shows. College, I was songwriting. I began songwriting in college. Not really singing as actively because I went to a performing arts college, Five Towns College. It's my alma mater. Hey, but I applied from college, and there was a lot of singers who can sing at that school. Not that I was like intimidated. I was just like, okay, I want to see. I want everybody to have. I want to see what everyone's giving. And I don't want to be like, I'm here. I just wanted to just kind of enjoy everyone else for who they were as singers, soul singers, and gospel singers, and singers and rappers and all that. And they would have so many like battles. It was kind of fun to watch. But I was just in the background, just songwriting. I was just songwriting and just thinking up ideas and concepts. And then when I graduated, that's when I began to create my own songs and productions and all of that. So it really started like to really formulate around 2011, 2012.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's so funny that you say you went to school with certain people. Like I remember when I was in middle school, I think it was like middle school going into like in high school. A lot of people that you probably seen, because I know I'm in South Florida, Miami wise. We ain't getting hit by the hurricane for the record, you guys. But shameless plug on that right there. But anyway, I know a lot of people I grew up with that you probably might have heard of. Like I know
Mhm.
of like the group Pretty Ricky, the lead, the R&B singer Pleasure P.
Yes.
He's a classmate of mine, and I don't know if you've heard of this one because I know he was very independent, but a lot of people didn't know him was Urban Mystic.
I never heard of that one.
He's
No.
he's in South Florida, but the three of us all went to middle school together.
Wow. Wow.
So it's like we were like I was classmates with them. So it's like I'm not surprised with what you're saying and everything.
Hmm.
So it's like you see a lot of people, and a lot of times you be like you'll run into people like up in the neighborhood or maybe up in the streets. It's probably what you did too. Probably you've seen
I
people.
probably have, but then I probably don't recognize them because it's been so long since
It's
I've
yeah,
the
exactly.
jump from middle school, because my mom took me out of the district that I was in middle school. That was, I was dealing with the bullying and
Hmm.
combating, and she took me out of that school district and put me in a private school for high school. So that was a completely different environment where it was a lot of rich kids who had Bentleys and Rolls Royces and
Hmm.
Porsches and stuff like that. Like I went from like the ghetto, the schools of where all the, hood and all of that to like the people who had like the best of the best of the best. And it's like, it was a culture shock for
Hmm.
me. At the same time, to adapt because I was like, oh, wow, this is different. This is definitely different. But I got used to it because I was able to really explore myself as an individual and a creative at that time too.
Okay.
So,
Nothing wrong with that. So we got to make sure we give Miss Stevie her shout outs because I know we said in the beginning, but I'm saying we got to give her our major flowers and everything because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't even be introduced to each other.
period, period.
So we have to make sure Miss Stevie is still watching this if she's not doing her own interview right now. I know she's probably off today. I think she said, but we just want to make sure she get her props and everything.
Yeah,
But I know with you doing your music, because I know a lot of people, and I even heard it on Miss Stevie's show that people compare you as a male Sade.
right, right. They,
Because I've seen some of the stuff you've done, like when you did Is It a Crime? I know we've talked about it multiple times, off camera, personally on the phone,
mhm.
and other stuff. So, what made people, or how'd you feel when people called you the male Sade? How did it really make you feel?
Um, it didn't. It wasn't anything. Honestly, it wasn't anything negative because I, I, I really. She was my first muse. She was my first study sheet of how to perform and be as an artist. Like I looked at her interviews, the little interviews that she did. I looked at her music videos and her live performances, and it's almost like it's nothing too. I don't want to say like it's not like pyrotechnics or anything like that. Like Janet Jackson, she has pyrotechnics, she has background
Mm-hmm.
dancers, the cues, the lighting cues, and all that. Sade is a little bit more simpler, yet
Mm-hmm.
little not more, but she's settle, chill, exquisite. Not to say that taking away from Janet, but Sade just has a way of just being relentless and just still captivating the audience and the eye and the ear. And I studied that, and I said let me just model after that, and then branch off and see how it flows. And then once people compared me to her, I was like, okay, then I guess I'm doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at the same time, I don't want people to think that I'm trying to be her because I can't.
No, you're
Be.
never gonna try and act
I'm a,
like you're gonna be her.
yeah, I'm a muscular dude, and I'm not trying to like. No, it's not gonna happen. But I definitely enjoy, and I'm flattered by people saying I'm a male Sade, which I could take that. You know, that's cool with me because she's a legend in her own
Mm-hmm.
right, and I'm my own legacy and my own lane as an artist as well because she's not the only artist that has influenced me over the years either. She's the first, I will say that, but there's a lot of artists in between that has really helped me.
Funny you said that. We're gonna get into that one moment. I don't want you to give away too much right
All
there.
right.
Now, who are some of your musical influences that you grew up with besides Sade?
Look, I want to say what I grew up with, it was Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Brandy, um, Maya,
All my favorite people you just mentioned.
Maxie Priest,
Love him.
well,
Who, wait, who was that last one you said? Okay,
Maxwell.
perfect. I love him too.
Oh, for sure. My mom would play him. Like I'm talking about, like when I'm in the
Yeah.
car with my mom as a kid.
No, I know what you mean because Maxwell is. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I may get in trouble for this, but I'm gonna keep it real. My auntie may kill me for this one right here. My auntie, Gigi,
Mhm.
that's her husband in her head. So you know, she loves that man. That's her husband in her head.
I'm sure.
I'm
I'm
sure,
sure.
Gigi, I love you. You know I love you, auntie, but I know I'm gonna probably get killed by you by this when I see a text message soon. But I'm sure you probably gonna kill me. But that's her husband right there, because you can't say nothing bad about Maxwell, and I love Maxwell, by the way.
Yeah, he's cool. I love his style. I love his. He's just graceful, and just so cool. Lenny Kravitz,
Love
love
him too.
Lenny Kravitz. Brian McKnight.
Mhm.
My mom would all the time too. Great voice, very powerful. Mark Anthony, another one, great voice,
Mhm.
beautiful range. He's one of the few male artists that like I look to in terms of like when you can when you're comfortable with your range and okay
Mhm.
that range, like he hits that range
But
for
but
me, Mark.
for the record, because I know it probably went in and out. Everybody know who you talking about right there. Because I know some people probably like, who are you talking about right there? Say it one more time. Who that person was?
Mark Anthony.
Yeah. Just want to make sure because some people, because I know it was going in and out when you were saying it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just want to make sure everybody know. But Mark Anthony, go ahead.
Yeah, Mark Anthony. He has like that range where he just goes up and he just stays there, and I just love that. You know, he's one of those. When I heard his voice, I don't know what song was that. Um, but it was a song I heard on the radio a lot, and I was kid, and it was I knew it was him, but he just had such a beautiful tone, and I'm like, that man can sing.
Mhm.
So I think I saw him. Did I see? No, my mom saw him live. I didn't see him live. And my mom told me, she's like, yo, he sung his face off. And she's like, he was singing in Spanish. I didn't
Oh
understand it, but I was just,
yeah, his Spanish stuff is really good. I'm not gonna lie to you
yeah,
because I work for Bahama Breeze restaurant, so his music plays a lot. So I know exactly what you mean.
facts. Yeah. So he's one, growing up, those are the few artists I can think of. Sting and Seal, too, was
Mhm.
played in my childhood
Ooh,
as well.
Seal.
So it was like
Kiss from a Rose was my song right there.
Seal, yeah, for sure. My mom would play I think it was his second to last album she played.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a song called Crazy from Seal, which is pretty dope. I love that.
Mm-hmm. I know that song you're talking about. I know exactly what song you're talking about.
And of course, Sting, Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight.
That's
Song
one
was
of my
fire.
favorites from me
Yeah,
too. Yes.
yeah. I actually covered that song a few times during my sets.
Oh, I didn't know that. I gotta hear that one.
Yeah, I covered us. I performed that song with my guitarist a lot. I sang it in the city a few times, and I covered that song like three times. I'd say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So people love when I sing that song.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anybody else you want to mention that maybe you want to say, or is that what you could say at the moment?
Um. Well, the other artists you probably would no one has heard of
You
probably.
can say who they are. It doesn't matter. Let's give them light.
This artist named Laura Fabian. She's from Belgium. She's like she's like their Celine Dion,
Hmm.
but she's a saw her live 3 times. Um, what should we call it? Laureen, she's popping now. She has a song that's really popular called Tattoo. She's an amazing vocalist. I just posted her on my story actually. Um, she's insane. Laureen is crazy. Her voice and her aesthetic is just mind blowing to me. Um, and that's about it so far that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah. I love Doja Cat. I love her. I love her stage presence.
Yeah, yeah, I like her when she first came out, but currently right now she ain't really doing nothing for me right now. But we ain't gonna shade her right now. I'm just saying I'm gonna put it out there.
I like what she's. I mean, it's a different direction. It's a different era for her. I when I saw, I get why people are off of that because it's not like Planet Her or Pink.
Hmm.
What was that? The first album, the Pink album. What album was that called again? Pink. Is it?
Something like that. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
It had a few bangers on that, and then on
Yeah,
Planet
of course.
Two had, but I like Scarlet. Scarlet was to me is like more of a badass. Like it's another side that's like
Yeah, of
super bad.
course.
But her performance aspect, I just love her live stage presence and all of
That
that.
that that now Miss Stevie, my little sister gonna bring up something right there. I'm gonna bring up. She said, "What about Kendra Shanae, who I was on the show with yesterday, and Vontae?" And she said hot pink, but what's your thing on them?
Oh, Kendra, she's just so soulful, so pure. Her voice is just so pure, soulful, and angelic. But it has that like soothing, smoky tone that I fucks with. Like that's why me and her are collaborating
Hmm.
because it's like when she sings, it's like ooh, I get like it feels
It's
right.
funny you say that because I'm gonna tell you straight what I said. I don't know if you saw it during the interview
Uh,
because I know I sent it to you.
mhm.
The interview I did with
Yeah.
Kendra. But I think y'all voices will complement each other because everybody says she kind of she's like the female Sade and
Mhm.
you're the male Sade. I think if you guys do a song, I know y'all working on a collaboration. I
Collaborate.
don't want to say too much because we're not gonna get into that until you guys are ready to come back on the show, on my show and the Stevie show, and you can talk about it. But
Yeah.
that collaboration right there, I know it's gonna be crazy because I can hear both of your voices in my head. And I'm saying to myself, "Damn, it's gonna be really good."
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. And
Vontae will be on the show, you guys. Vontae will be on next Thursday, October 3rd. I will give y'all the exclusive right there. I didn't announce it, but Vontae and I have confirmed it. So October 3rd, Vontae will be on the show. But I think you guys will do very well.
yeah. But Vontae, his album, his joint is pretty.
It's really good. I've
It's
heard it. I
the
got I got to re-listen to it more, but I've heard it. But I'm gonna re-listen to it so that way when he and I talk, he'll know
right.
what's up.
No, I see.
But
It's
go ahead.
like fire, sex. It's like giving all of those like feels of like just like I was listening. I'm like, okay, Vontae, I see where you're going with this. I dig it. So shout out to him. I'm happy when people are when they get into their body of work bag. That's
Hmm.
that's like another level. Not diminishing anyone who releases singles because I'm still in my era. But it's good to see when someone really puts into like a body of work like that.
Hmm.
So that especially for him. So
Of course.
that's awesome. I'm happy.
Now I know I didn't go into this in the beginning of the interview, but I have to ask you this personally right now. How is
Sure.
your mental health going, like personally, like right now, as we're talking right now to each other?
My mental health is pretty it's it's in a maintainable place. Whereas I know I'm dealing with my own struggles of my own personal things. You know, and I'm not gonna get into it,
You don't have to get
but
into it if you're not ready to talk
at
about it. You don't have to talk about it.
the same time, there's a level of gratitude that I have for where I'm at right now because I'm learning about where I am, and in order to get to where I want to be, I have to learn where I'm at and how I got
Hmm.
here. Not that I'm, in a bad heart, like oh my god,
Hmm.
I mean. but it's like, okay, I'm here, I'm maintaining, I'm doing good, all things considered. I'm still
Hmm.
doing, but I want to be somewhere else, and I want to grow.
Gotcha.
So I like this place of gratitude, and I know I want more, and I know I deserve more at the age I'm at right
Hmm.
now, and I get more. And if I keep manifesting the positive things, I'm gonna get positive outcomes. If I keep putting those rays up into the universe, where I'm gonna I'm gonna keep doing positivity stuff, like just spreading positivity, giving others positive energy, and feeling it to myself, even when I don't feel the best about myself, you
I
know.
got
So
you.
my mental space is more of a maintained level playing field type situation where I'm just in gratitude right now and
I
grace.
got you. Now I'm gonna tell you straight up, cause trust me, with mental health, sometimes I'll be having my good days, my bad days. I know a lot of times when you see the K2 spot and everything, I know because we've been friends for a bit. And I know sometimes I kind of look like I have it all together, but sometimes I just be wanting to cuss, scream, and throw stuff at the wall. But I have to say to myself, it's not worth it. You can't let that get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because Miss Stevie would tell you straight up when I be on the trust me, when she and I been on the phone together
Facts.
and we be talking, trust me, she'll tell you I'll be wanting to throw some stuff and we want to just have that, but at the same time I have to say to myself it's not worth it.
Right.
But at the same time, for you and everything, I know we talked about your musical influences, we talked about other stuff, but do we see Phil Loft doing movies or acting or maybe writing for a movie, his own movie and everything
Um.
currently right now, or just trying to just and also with touring too. But we'll get into touring in a bit. But I'm talking about as far as like the acting wise, do you see yourself maybe an acting role or maybe like a dream role you want to play?
Well, acting wise, I can definitely see like um Kendra mentioned it to yesterday, action. And I'm an action person at heart. I love action flicks. I'm not so much into drama and the romance thing. Like, okay, I can do anything that's like not action. I could do like maybe what's the word? Thrillers. I could do a thriller.
Mm-hmm.
I can do a good mental thriller or something like that. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
something like a Basic Instinct type thing. I
Oh,
could probably
oh, that's a lot of action
call
right
me
there.
call me the Mel Catherine Chamel. Do something like that.
Oh man, that's a lot right there.
That is, isn't it? Right? That would be something cool because that has not happened. I don't think yet. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
cool. But in terms of the ideally role, action, of course. I want to kick some ass. I want to, you know, shoot some shit and just fight and
You just want to fight and break some stuff, don't you?
drive a Ferrari or a Porsche and then jump out of it and then get into like kung fu mode and I don't know, do some flips. I don't know.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. You just keeping it real. You keeping it honest.
Yeah. So I think action will definitely be um the route for me. But on a low key mode, I could do a thriller too. Maybe some horror too. I love me some horror.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay, now as far as like we went to acting and everything, you have any tours or anything coming up soon you want to talk about?
No tours yet. I'm just been plugging away at releasing music,
Hmm.
releasing and promoting the singles that I've released this year so far, and like working on these two collaborations. Well, three collaborations actually. I'm working on three collabs with, as you know, Kendra,
Hmm.
and I'm another collaboration with this other artist. Her name is Danny Dees, and
Hmm.
that's cool too. So I'm looking forward to those coming to fruition, coming to life. No tours yet. I'm probably going to be doing shows here and there. I am working on a production that's more local
Hmm.
for people to come check out. But I'll when I get closer to knowing how that's going to come out, I'll announce it. So
Okay. Now I know, like I was talking about different stuff that people would do, and I said it's the Kendra. Do you see yourself maybe like as far as the acting wise, do you see yourself maybe on something currently coming out right now or out there right now, TV wise, that you say yourself, damn, I would love to be on this show if I had the opportunity and had the dream role to be in. Is there anything that you like that's currently out right now? I'm not talking about that's been out there. I'm talking about that's currently out right now that you want to be on. You like
Uh,
saying to yourself, damn, I think Phil Loft will be good on this show.
um, TV show or movie, or it doesn't matter.
Both, but all the above.
So, darn, what movie was that? Oh, Twisters just came out. I missed it.
That was a great movie.
Oh,
I saw it. It was a great
don't
movie.
tell me, please. I love Twist. I was the first one.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Okay, I didn't see it yet, so you can't tell me the plot.
No,
You
no, no.
can't
I
tell
ain't gonna tell you
me.
nothing. We'll talk off camera
Of
because we gotta talk about some other stuff off camera
storm
anyway.
chases. I look at like documentaries on storm chases and stuff like that. So I'm like a
But
nerd.
but but one thing I could tell you, I could tell you without spoiling Twisters for you, it's not like the Twister, the original Twister that came out in
Okay.
'96. This one right here is a totally different cast, but what I can tell you is nothing like the original one.
Got you.
It's a different storyline, but at the same time, it's very good. I could really tell you that.
All right. Cool. Cool. I'm happy because I'm a twisted head.
Because I know that's the first thing we think about when you think about the first Twister compared to the new
Yeah.
one. They say Twisters. It's a different vibe, but I feel like at the same time, from when you see the second one, whenever you see the second one, it's different from the first one because I feel like the cast was a little bit more the characters were a little bit more smarter than the ones from the original one,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and I feel like they know more about what's going on.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Lady, carry on what you were saying.
No, but I definitely would see myself in like the Twisters movie or even like a Fast and the Furious, like
Mm-hmm.
I, this those installments of Fast and Furious. 'Cause I don't know which one they're up to now, like 10 or 8.
No, they got some. They got so much up. I'm trying to catch up on it too. Don't feel bad because I'm trying to catch up on it too.
Yeah, because I'm a car guy, so anything with cars involved, like Twisters, they have the trucks, then
Mm-hmm.
the cars and the trucks, and I think a TV show. See, I would say like Scandal, but Scandal's been out off the route.
And Scanner came out. That's been out. That's been done with for a while, but
Actually,
that's a great one.
relevant though. It's like even when I look at it now, I'm like, yo, I could have been that character right there, or I could have been even a stand-in character, like the one of the storylines that was just coming in and just coming out, like that kind of stuff. Because
But I think you would be great in Grey's Anatomy or like 911
911 too. 911 is a good show. I like 911.
because 911 season 8 premieres tonight, you guys.
Oh shoot, really?
Season 8 premieres tonight, you guys, on ABC. So shameless plug on that. Season 8 comes. But it's something about that new show that Ryan Murphy did that's coming out after 911 called Dr. Odyssey. Look like it's interesting when they're on the boat, the cruise, like a little cruise boat.
Oh, I never heard of that one.
No, it comes out tonight right after 911.
Okay.
So that one looked like it's interesting, but 911, I would like if it was me, I would love to be on the 911 with Angela Bassett,
I
Jennifer Love Hewitt, and all them.
be on set with her. It's just probably like
You'd be like, I think you'll be gasping information like, I need this, I need that.
she's just amazing.
Oh
It's,
yes, and then also, even like what about reality series? Do you think you would make a? Who would you like to be if you would had a parent? Like, let's say, for instance, you were a friend of somebody on a reality series. Who would you want? Who would you want to be a friend with on a reality series?
on a reality series, a friend. Uh, People are probably gonna hate me when I say this. Probably Evelyn.
Oh,
Evelyn was
Evelyn from Basketball Wives.
uh, Evelyn, and who else? Tammy. If she was on reality.
Tammy's doing caught up in the Unfaithful. You know the show that's on MTV.
Yeah, she's actually she's acting and acting too. She has a few acting. She's on a few shows
Yeah,
that I watch. She's acting. She's a very talented
of course, because
actress.
I love her in girl. I think it's Girl in the Closet, or something like that. It's something Girl in the Closet, Girl, something like that. Because I know she was in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because the previous guest before Kendra was Latangela.
Mm-hmm.
Latangela Newsom, who played Marissa on the Nickelodeon show Taina.
Okay.
She was in the movie just as a small cameo in that movie.
Oh, did not
That
know that.
had I think it was with Tammy Roman and Remy Ma.
Facts. Okay.
So it's like you kind of you never know because I've known Latangela for years, and see,
Mm-hmm.
the thing about it, her son and everything, he's a rapper, and
Mm-hmm.
her son's father is the soul singer Calvin Richardson.
Okay.
So it's like I know certain people who does some. Hey Kendra, we see you on here, boo.
Kendra. Hey, girl.
Now as far as you and Kendra going on, Kendra, boo. I know I said I was gonna put him on the hot seat. I'm gonna put you on the hot seat too, while you both are on here at the same
Oh
time.
Lord.
What? No, no. Don't y'all try to act all shy and everything. What? Just a little exclusive because you know your boy Kenneth from KTookes 85 and KTookes Spot. Gonna try and get a little exclusive. If they could tell me, if they can't tell me, I can. I will respect it. What can y'all tell us about the duet that you guys have going on? I'm
Well,
not talking about how it sound. I'm not talking about how when it's gonna come out. I'm saying, but what can you say sonically? How is it gonna sound?
sonically, it's gonna make you want to move.
Hmm.
It's gonna move your body a little bit.
Is it gonna be your own sound? Is it for? And Kendra can answer this question too. While I'm saying it, and
It's
you
like
you can answer this too. But I'm saying, but
first,
the song that you guys are doing, do you feel like it's gonna be like an old school vibe? Or do you feel like it's gonna be a new like 2024 vibe?
more like it's like okay. I'm this is gonna be as straightforward as it could be, and I think you could probably take it and run with it.
Mm-hmm.
Afrobeat,
Mm-hmm.
boom. That's
It's
that's where
funny
it's.
because she brought it up she brought it up the other night. But we was on the interview and everything. I know you saw it and
Yep.
everything. But see, y'all
So
my two favorite people, so it's like I can get the exclusive because y'all my friends for real. So it's like boom, like Kendra just said, boom.
yep, yep, yep.
Now
So
I'm gonna say this to you. I asked Kendra this question. I'm gonna ask you this question. Nothing a hot seat question, just a question in general. For your project, because I know you're working on your own project too. Is it gonna be an EP or is it gonna be an album? First off.
well, that's a good question because I've sketched out an album for 2025. So that's that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm I'm working on the rollout, which I need a single or two to the album, and I
Mm-hmm.
already dubbed out for my album rollout. So the album is set 25.
Okay. Now I'm gonna say this to you, and I said this to Kendra. Kendra, you know, because y'all like my little sister, my little brother, because I know I'm older than both of y'all. Yeah,
Okay.
Kendra, I think I'm a little bit older than you. I'm 39. I know you're a little bit younger, and I know I'm older than you, Phil, but that's a different situation. So we talked about it privately. But at the same time, I said this to her yesterday, and hopefully you take this. This is nothing bad.
Mm-hmm.
With the duet you guys do, please make sure it's on both of y'all projects. Cause you know how like you know how some people they put a good collaboration on one project and we don't get to hear from the other artists. I feel like with a duet, please put it on both like your project and her project. Hey Philip White, one of the greatest gospel artists out there right there, who don't even appreciate. You see him right there.
Facts.
No for real, because that's like my brother right there. No, but at the same time, I think you and Kendra, if you guys do this project, no, do that duet, put it on her project, put it on your project, so that way everybody can benefit.
True.
Only reason why I say that is because I feel like when Brandy and Monica did that for The Boy Is Mine, it was on Brandy's Never Say Never album first, and then it was on Monica's The Boy Is Mine album, but they both benefited from it, even though the song was written mostly like by Dark Child, Brandy, Dallas Austin, and a couple other people, and like the late LaShawn Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody benefited who had songwriting on it. But I feel like at the same time it benefited all the fans because everybody got to hear both, hear the album, not the album, but like the songs from both projects, how they sounded together when they compared to other songs.
Right.
But do you guys see yourself as saying like, and I just thought about this, and I'm sorry because I don't go by how some other interviews they go by questions what they have to say. They write everything. I go by my mind.
Okay.
Admit. maybe I'm going to be wrong on this, Kendra. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask this question, but it's towards both of you. Have you guys ever thought about doing a duets album or
A duet?
a duets album together,
I never,
or maybe like just a album together? It's just you and her. Have you guys ever thought about it?
never thought about that. I mean, it's not a bad idea. Because
Because I know the reason why I say it's not a bad idea is because you hear some people because we're hearing people doing stuff, but at the same time they're not producing results.
mm-hmm,
Because I know at one point it was supposed to be Eric Benet and to me it's supposed to be doing something soon
mm-hmm.
with that. But I'm saying, but have you and Kendra ever thought about doing maybe like a duets project? I know it's probably so much, but I think you guys can do it, and I think people will love it if it's distributed right from like from your side and her side. I think it could be very well.
No, it's definitely doable. Definitely doable for sure. For sure. It's not impossible. It's just a matter of planning, timing, you know, being on the same cues and all of that,
Mhm.
you know, knowing the direction of each song or how the album builds and builds up and
Mhm.
then down. Like I'm learning about how albums are really. That's why I haven't really released an album yet myself, because I'm learning when people critique albums, what they say, how the album starts off is how it's supposed, like what songs are supposed to start. Not that it's supposed to be a formula. It's just a matter of how the artist opens up the album and then closes out the album. And I want to try kind of master or understand the science. Okay, knowing Phil Loft's brand, how can I do that? How can I do it properly so knowing someone can walk into my body of work, understanding who I am as an
Mhm.
artist, and then out of that body of work and be like, oh shoot, I gotta go back and listen to the top.
DJ, the singer, my boy, one of my best friends who's on here while you're talking. I'm so sorry.
But it's all
He's
good.
a, he's a great R&B singer too, and his own R&B soul singer. Kendra, Phil, please be introduced to DJ the singer. He's a great singer.
DJ singer.
He's sang background for Kelly Price,
Nice.
and he has his own great music too. And he's he's going to be coming on the show in the future. So hopefully, when we get him on the show, you guys will be able to see it.
Awesome.
But at the same time, I think the thing about it is that you guys like I love independent artists. Even Philip White, who's a gospel
Mhm.
singer. All of you guys I love because you all have done different stuff, and I feel like at the same time, you guys keep it real with what you do best, and you don't focus on what everybody else is doing. Yeah, Philip. Well, I know you're saying making albums in 2024, 25. What a challenge. It's a challenge, but at the same time, when you want to come out and I know you're doing you do your gospel thing, which is the thing, but if you need Kendra, Shanae, or if you need Philip, not Phil, I should say Philip because that's his real name, Phil Loft, or you need DJ Singer, hit them up. I'm just giving you a shameless plug on that right there for all of them. I'm just saying. But as far as like besides the music and everything, where do you see yourself in the next like I say like maybe 5 years?
Definitely touring the world. I'm gonna be global. I'm
Okay.
definitely here. Like I'm gonna be here in New York. I'm always gonna be a New Yorker,
Hmm.
always. But I'm definitely gonna be all around the world for sure.
Okay. No wrong with that. Now, if you had your ideal like your dream tour, like if
Mhm.
you did your own dream tour and everything, who would be the artist you would love to have on your tour?
Love to have. I don't know.
It,
Like
it don't have to be one person. I'm just saying just say who you feel like it'll be a good like match with. You don't have to really be a match, but just who you would love to be on the tour with. It don't have to really be somebody of the same genre, just in general.
I don't, because it's like I have so many people who I like. I can see. I can like who I have to think. Okay, maybe Echo or
Mm-hmm.
who else? Snow Allegra.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It don't have to be just mainstream. It could be mainstream and independent. You don't have to say
I'm
mainstream.
going from mainstream to independent.
Go ahead.
Uh, yeah, mainstream into independent. Of course, Kendra, Vontae. my girl Ajada Rains. Shout her out. You might want to contact her. She's an
You're
amazing.
gonna need to send me her stuff
She's
later after this interview. We'll be
amazing.
talking.
She's my bestie. Me and her go way back to college. We're like thick as
So,
thieves.
so you text me that when we get off this
I,
thing. Let's get off. We'll get when we get off live. We'll talk about all that.
all right, we'll do. But she's one person I would bring on the road with me, like, because she tears the house down with her voice. Um, uh, who else? Jordan King. She's another great artist who's I'm good friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, independent artist wise, ooh, trying to think. I mean Tinashe, but she's such a different artist.
Love her.
Yeah,
No, I know Tinashe. She's a sweet girl. She's a really sweet
yeah,
girl. Because I remember her from the mixtape
yeah,
EP days.
yeah.
Because Blackwater and Referee were my two favorites from her.
Yeah, Tinashe. And you know what? The only reason why I say Tinashe because I used to dance. I used to dance. I used
No,
to
what's wrong with that?
counts, and I love dancing, and I would want to incorporate that back in my music at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I know it's going to be a lot, so I want to start at a good point where I'm not overwhelmed
Mm-hmm.
and music in my voice and my performance and not worry about dances and all that because that money. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
got that. So, but if I do and if I have funding like that, I definitely would have dancers like and have a
Mm-hmm.
good 8 count or two or a breakout or something like that. But Tinashe is definitely up there in terms of who I would tour with, um, who can match that thing that I would want for my show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, specifically. So that Tinashe, who else? I thought about someone else when I was talking to. I can't remember now. But those are the few who I can think of now. Oh, wait, what's his name? That's a guy who I just saw him too. Darn, I'm drawing a blank now. Come back to me.
No,
But he,
you're fine. You're fine. It'll come to you when you don't
yeah,
expect it. But
singer. He's a great actor too. Um, yeah, he's a great actor. He just did a Netflix show. Um, dark skinned guy, very attractive. He has a great voice too. Forgot his name.
I'm surprised you
Darn.
didn't say Luke James. I'm very surprised you
Luke
didn't say him.
James. That's him. Luke James.
See how it is when your boy know everything so well.
Yo, his
But see,
voice.
shout out to Luke James because at the same time, hold on before you say anything. Shout out to Luke James because at the same time, he is an amazing singer, actor. Because we all know he played Johnny Gill in the New Edition movie.
Mm-hmm.
But he's an amazing, artist overall because I feel like people have slept on him,
Right.
and I feel like
Right.
he deserves more than what he's really getting right
Yeah.
now. So if
Yeah.
anybody that's a fan of Luke James, and if you know him personally, tell him I said what's up. That he could come on the show and everything. But I respect his artistry because he does his thing.
Yeah. Luke James. He does, and he really needs to get more for sure. For sure. Giveon actually too. I love
I
Giveon's voice.
love Giveon and I love Gallant.
Gallant. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
all the artists I just mentioned. Come on here, y'all. Come on here.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the names I can think. Oh wait, no, Laureen. I have to plug her in back in.
Who?
Laureen. Loreen.
Oh, I love her. I know who you're talking about, Lorraine. I know who you're talking about.
Yes, she would definitely fit, that aesthetic and sound too. Because I like to delve into like electronic chill and dance music a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
Not the chill
Mm-hmm.
soul genre. And she kind of gives me that, and I'm like, okay, I
Okay.
see you.
Okay. Now I know you said who your influences earlier in the interview, but who would you like to write for, musician wise? If you had the opportunity and they said, "Can you write me a song?" What artist would you love, not like, but love to write for?
Hmm.
And it's gonna come out there and it could be a huge hit for you.
Tinashe, um, Tinashe, Janet,
Mm-hmm.
um, Sade,
Of
of
course.
course.
In the words of Oprah, what a surprise.
Right. Tony Braxton.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that a lot.
I would love
They
to
would love
write
to
for.
write for Tony Braxton, yes.
I was a big fan of hers, and I still am. She's another influence. I
Tony
forgot to mention.
Braxton, if you're watching this, we love you too. We watch the Braxtons every Friday night on We TV.
So, Tony Braxton, Christina Aguilera. But wait, I saw the special.
Oh, that's what I'm going to ask you about that. What did you think about the thing that I sent you last night?
I wish it was longer. I
I
wish.
wish it was longer too, but when you saw, okay, for the record, you guys, I know y'all think we just going along with everything. Phil and I, he's a good friend of mine. We're boys. It's like big brother here, right here, 1.8 myself, little brother here. The 25th anniversary of Christina Aguilera releasing her self-titled Christina Aguilera album in 1999. I said it to him. That was on Christina Aguilera's YouTube channel, and I had him watch it because I said to Kendra, who I interviewed the other night, and because he's on today, I think they would have been the perfect people to have been the background singers. Because there's some other people I think it would have been extra good if you guys had your vocals on there.
Mhm.
But I said to him, and I said it to Kendra, I think if you guys hear how Christina sounds currently right now, singing the songs from her very first album, it will blow your mind away. You'd be like, "Oh my gosh!" But go ahead, tell me what you think.
No, so her voice is crisp. Like you can tell she took care of herself. But she always, I feel like she always has with her voice. She doesn't play with her voice like that. So
Hmm.
always taking care of her voice, and it sounds so crisp and so like just without she didn't lose anything with it, you know?
She did, and she did a great job on it because when she sang songs like "Come On
Yeah.
Over" and
And the,
like "What a Girl Wants" and "Genie in the Bottle" and "Reflection," I was like,
but what about the arrangement of it? How
"No,
she
I'm saying the
rearranged?
arrangements were amazing." Like, period. Because I'm to tell you straight up, I had told you about it before. We had talked last night, mind you. He and I had talked the day before this interview,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm telling everybody that we talked the day before. But at the same time, when I watched, it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this this woman still sounds amazing." But I feel like her voice has gotten stronger.
Yeah,
From the 25 years when she came out with the first album.
yeah.
But then it made me wonder how she gonna sound when she do the strip album or like Back to Basics. Because those two are
I'm
some
like,
of my favorites also.
yes, she's gotta do a special. And strip was like to me, that was like that. Not that the first one wasn't a knockout, but strip had that extra
It
edge to it.
sure did, because I want to hear how she's singing Impossible.
Oh
Because I'm like, is she gonna have Alicia Keys with her? Be like,
yeah,
it's impossible.
like have like an unplugged version of that album in that same setting that she had for this special that she did,
Mm-hmm.
slightly different. Um, that'll be. I'm looking forward to that. I know she's gonna do it. She's got to do it.
No, Christina's gonna do it because I think if she could do it for her first album, she's gonna do it for I think for stripping like Back to Basics because to me those are her three strongest
Yeah,
albums. If you want me to really be honest with
yeah,
you. Hey, Justifer, how are you doing, boo?
yeah. Hey,
These are like childhood friends who I've known since we were kids. But anyway, but at the same time, I think it's gonna be really good to see like other artists and everything. But as far as like you, I know we went to people but like who you want to write for and everything. But is there anybody else that maybe I probably when we were talking that shook your head like, okay, I could write for this person also?
um, that's a good question. I feel like I could write for Justin Bieber. Actually,
Because you
I go.
know, at the same time, we don't know if he actually wants to still do it because I know he just became a father and everything.
I know.
Does he still want to do music? That's the
I
question right there.
know different from me. I'm like I could throw something in for Justin Bieber.
I think it because "Sorry" was my song right there from him.
Song, yeah, yeah. There's another song he had out that a few songs that he had. He had a song with Kalani out that was pretty dope. And I'm like, yo, this is a vibe.
Hmm.
Kalani,
Yeah. Who's that?
Kalani,
Okay,
yeah,
Lonnie. I
Kalani,
think
yeah. You say,
Kaylani would be one of them people. I think you would do well with
yeah.
Kaylani.
I would vibe with her a lot.
We
Her,
love you, Kendra. Have a good one, boo.
Bye, love.
But I think the thing about with Kaylani, I think because one of my favorite songs from her was Gangsta.
Facts.
Oh, that song right there. I used to love that song to death because I think the reason why I love that song is because she just didn't give a crap about about what people thought. She just sang whatever she wanted to sing, and
Yeah,
I
of
think you
course.
will probably bring the best out of her if you did that too. Because I think that's the only thing with Kaylani. What she does, she just does songs, and I think she does songs that it'll shock you, but at the same time you'd be like, "Wow, I'm feeling the lyric content of it."
Right. Because it's really genuine. It's coming from an authentic place.
Exactly.
So, know? So it's really her rawness that you're getting.
Exactly. It's like she had that raw factor where she's gonna hit you in the guts when she's singing.
Wigs, yo. She's snatching wigs.
Now, is there anything else you want to mention that maybe I didn't bring up to you that on the interview that you want to talk
I
about?
mean, I'm gonna be singing at a business expo soon. Singing a national anthem. I'm excited about that at this big business expo close by at the Hilton. So it's like this big event for business people and entrepreneurs. So I'm looking forward to that. And I have an event coming up soon. It's in the works with this group that I've been collaborating with on a song. Actually, I sang at their event about a month ago, maybe I think,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a beautiful song, really nice song. Hey, Russ, what's going on? It's my dude.
How you doing?
Um, um, so they're planning on doing another event with me, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'll keep y'all posted about that. But that's about it so far. So far, I'm working on music. I'm always working on new music and my collaborations, as you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Mr. Phil Loft before we conclude this interview right here? Because I know you have important things also, but I'm kind of happy that and I was pleasantly and humbly surprised that he actually wanted to be on my show
Oh,
instead of how he was on Miss Siri's show, who that's like my little sister I love to death, but he wanted to come on my show too. I was like, wow.
I appreciate. Listen, I'm always willing to come on and share my love with everybody.
No, but
Okay.
I was so humble, but because at first I'm saying straight before we even became friends, I was like, he wants to come on my show.
Any
But anybody have any questions for Phil off? Because
questions?
this is your time to ask him any questions. I know it's only probably a little bit of you guys. I know you guys have been popping in and out from the interview. But if you have any questions for Phil, you can ask him any questions. Don't be afraid. He's a very nice guy. Now, while we wait for everybody to ask you a question, if Sade, what happens if have Sade hit you up? What if she said, "Can you?" If she wants you to be on her album, would you really be? How would you really feel?
Is this real? Like, the I need.
Because I think besides Sade, I think he'll go well with D'Angelo also.
Huh?
I think D'Angelo will be a good fit for you also.
Really?
I think I'm gonna tell you straight who I think will be good with you vocally.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it's Sade, D'Angelo, Maxwell, of
Well,
course,
of course.
of,
Maxwell hands down for
of
sure.
course, Brandy.
Mhm.
I think
See that?
I think their vibes will go well with your vibes, if you know what I mean.
Facts.
Even Lauren Hill, I think, or we should say Miss Hill.
Miss Hill. What about Eric Badu?
Oh, I think you would be really great with her too. Because I think at the same time we haven't heard nothing from Erica in a while.
Right.
I heard the last thing I heard from Erica was when she was on Girlfriends season 8, the final season. She did the song called "Vibrate" on,
Okay.
and then the other album she came out around that time, that window seat and all. Those were the best stuff she came out with in a while.
Okay.
As far as like, I, I don't know how Miss Badu will sound currently right now because
Travis.
it's been a while since we heard something from her like from a long time.
True. That is true. That is true. We could say the same thing about Sade too. I mean,
No
Sade
Sade
has been
too, of course, because I heard she's gonna be dropping a song talking about the situation with her
yeah,
child, but we ain't gonna go there about
like
that one.
the because the child is
Yeah, yeah,
trans.
as trans as because originally she had a daughter, but her
Right.
her child is is her son now.
Yes, a son, and she's dropping a song on that big project that they're doing, which is
Yeah. Oh, it's a project. I thought it was gonna be her album. That's what I thought.
no, it's like a big project that's for a special project album that they
Hmm.
have many other artists dropping songs on this
Hmm.
album.
So you guys see how it is when you're the interviewer. Sometimes you find out more stuff before, and the interviewee knows a little bit more too.
There you go. There
But
you go.
at the same time, I think she's gonna do well, whatever happens. I just want her to just stay true to her
Right.
game and don't let people define what she's gonna do. But I think
Yeah,
it's been a long while. We've been waiting for Sade to come out for the longest because there's rumors going around. They say she's gonna retire, but I'm like, let this be maybe her retirement album.
that's true. I can see that, because I mean, listen, she's one of those artists that she can come back and she does another album run and it could be solid, and the tour is gonna be sold out because
Hmm.
the information is there.
Yeah, it just depends
You know,
on who she tours with. Because remember, because when she did the Lovers, remember she did Lovers Rock and she had NDRE with her.
yes, that was really a good pairing, actually,
That was
to
a good
me.
one. Now, as far as the last one, Soldier of Love, I don't know if she had anybody with her. To be honest, I can't remember.
John Legend.
Okay, John Legend. Okay, good. Because I couldn't remember who she had. So I was like, I don't
I
remember.
remember John Legend opened for her. That was good. That was a good
Hmm.
pairing too, actually. That
Does does Phil Loft see himself doing a Christmas album or a Christmas song soon
um,
in the future?
sure. I love me a Christmas.
I,
I'm
I, I
good.
asked Kendra that same question yesterday. As I said, I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. Like I put her in the hot
Nah,
seat.
nah. You're gonna see me on a Christmas with the Christmas hat, the little jingle hat and string and all. I'm gonna be singing "Oh Holy Night." Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that one right there because you're not gonna talk about that privately.
Period. Oh, hey, Nay, my girl
Hi,
Nay is
Nay.
on here.
How are you doing, sweetheart?
It's my girl. How you doing?
Oh, isn't this so sweet? Everybody's checking out your thing. Yeah, is there now? Okay, now we already wait for people to ask you questions. Does Nate have a question for you? Nate, if
She,
you have any questions for Phil, please let me know because at the same time we're getting close to the end of the interview. But you can watch this on, the Instagram. But please watch it mostly on YouTube when I convert it to YouTube. Please do. But if you have any questions that you have for Phil about what he has going on or what he may have coming up that you maybe want to know about, please ask him the question.
no pressure.
No, no, it's no pressure at all. Just be your true self. With ask some question.
Well, we just chilling. We just
No, we're gonna do
enjoying.
that because we're gonna make sure everything together. Because we're gonna make sure this interview out before 911 season 8 come out at 8 o'clock.
So what you got going on, Phil?
What you got?
Listen, I collab
Answer the question, Phil. Answer the question. In my southern way. Answer the question.
performances. I got things brewing, coming along. Stay tuned.
I like Nay already. She's so sweet. She's so precious.
She owns her own social media business. So she's a strong entrepreneur. She does her own thing. Love her. Love her.
Oh, Nay, I like you. I
Yes.
love you already, Nay.
Yeah. She's super, super, super independent. She does her own thing. Proud of her.
Nay,
Oh, proud of you.
you watching this? I salute you, sister. Sister, whatever it is. I salute you, girl.
Free promo. Say yeah.
Now, what were some of your favorite TV shows that you grew up watching?
Oh, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh my
Mon-
gosh.
Monster Jam. Um, Viper, which is like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Knight Rider.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? What else? Sex in the City. Um, X Files.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Files was the shit. Me and my mom,
Yes, it was. I ain't gonna lie.
that was
Yes.
the shit. But and Soul Food.
The series?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I got all 5 seasons And they're right up here too, by the way.
What?
Right up here.
Soul food.
Right up here while I'm pointing right here.
Yeah,
When I'm pointing at right here by the candle. Right here.
soul food. Sopranos. I was watching Sopranos. Um, what else did I watch? What else did I watch? I watched a lot of TV actually growing up.
Girlfriends is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
The game.
but those
The game.
the game. Love the game. I love Wendy Raquel Robinson. She's so underrated.
Wendy Raquel Robinson, if you watching this, because I don't know if she watching this or whatever, but if she watches, anybody's a fan of her, please let Wendy Raquel Robinson know that we love her on here,
She's
and she come on the Phil Loft's channel. He does stuff on YouTube and the K2 spot when you see it right here on Instagram, all the above, and his Instagram and his YouTube channel. And you can come on my show there, Miss Wendy Raquel Robinson, because we love you as Regina Piggy Greer on Steve Harvey's show, but we love you as Tasha Mack on the game.
Yeah, that's about it then. That's what I could think of.
Interesting. Anything you want to? Okay, because we're getting to the answer. Somebody asked a question. Besides, Nay did. Anything you want to plug up? Any social media, websites, anything you want to talk about?
My social media is Phil Loft. You can follow my YouTube. It's simply Phil Loft as well. Please subscribe. And yeah, that's about it. Stream my music. My
Yeah.
most recent
Go ahead.
my recent single, Cruise Control and Vanishing Point. Please stream.
Both the great songs, by the way, you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And of course, too, if you want to check out my merch, go to loft.com. I have some hoodies and
Hold up. Do you have it for 3XL?
it's all sizes. You can
Okay,
get it all.
we can do something good. Then we can be good. Carry on.
And that's about it now. That's about
Okay.
it. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Now, as far as your boy right here, you can follow me on Instagram, X at KTookes85, which you guys see up here, what you're watching. And I'm not sure K2 Spot has a page on X called at K2 Spot. Now, as far as YouTube, you can just go by my government name, Kenneth Tookes II, and that's how you guys can follow me and everything and subscribe everything. Push the bell icon so that way you get, subscribe, push the bell icon so that way every time I drop videos, you get VIP access. So when I drop videos, you'll know what's going on because this will be on YouTube also. And also, I'm on, what's the other one I could say? TikTok at the same name, KTookes85. So make sure you guys just subscribe, follow, show your love to your boy. But also, I have to make sure I do a closing statement to our special guest. Phil, thank you so much for coming on the K2 spot. I really appreciate it because, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. I was fanning out when he first said he could come on the show. I was like, and I gasped like that. I was like, you're going to come on my show. So I thank you so much for coming on the show. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And this won't be his last time on the show. He will be back soon once we get everything situated. And if he needs me to come on any of his stuff or whatever, like if you have anything coming on and you need me to come and help you out, I got your back.
Dope. Love to hear it. Love to see it.
So anything else you want to say to anybody else or to say anything, closing
Um,
statements?
you know what? Thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. When you support my music and my brand, it means a lot, a lot, a lot. So just keep the support coming, and I'm gonna reciprocate that same energy back with more music and more love. So let's keep it going. Music for the world and the universe.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you guys stream, support, Cruise Control, and what's it, Vanishing Point? Make sure you not subscribe, but purchase, stream those songs, support it. Give my boy the mad love that he deserves. And thank you to Miss Stevie for introducing us. Kamari, I see you on here, but we thank you so much, Phil, for coming on the K2 spot, and I appreciate it very much So next week, you guys, you will see Vontae, who we've talked about a whole lot. That him and Kendra and I, well, Phil and Kendra and I have talked about a lot.
Mhm.
You'll see Vontae next week on the show, October 3rd, next Thursday. So we thank you guys so much for coming on, watching, and please subscribe to my channel. So that way you guys can see all the good stuff we have. And you're going to see Mr. Phil on there soon. You're going to see his beautiful face. Yes, Kamaro, you're one of my favorite bitches too. I see it on there. But at the same time, we love you so much. So thank you guys so much. We love you. Phil, I'm going to hit you up right after this thing ends. So I'm going to call you, probably FaceTime wise, because I got some stuff I got to ask you about personally. And
Awesome.
have a good one, you guys. So